Let's see how Margaret's doing.
You, detective.
I can think of at least 6 other people, Brandy, but it doesn't matter. You think you're in control, but I know my wife's in there. And those are her fingers on the trigger, too. She'd never pull them. Brandy, what have you done?
You were right, detective. I couldn't kill you. But I could still kill her.
Hold on, I'll find you a doctor.
It's too late for that now.
Well, I hope these ladies didn't cause you too much trouble.
They're not ladies. They're machines.
Anything, sweetheart.
And I'm sure disabling them is as simple as pressing 300 buttons.
At least that much.
You know damn
Not that
well
you'd
I can't.
understand
I have no
anyway.
idea how people do it.
Regardless,
It's like
it
some
looks
kind of
like all
alien
that's
trick.
left is your room. I can't wait to see what horrors await inside.
Don't worry, Margaret. I doubt
Maybe.
it's anything I haven't shown you already. Not that you were paying attention. Let's go.
You'll get the hang of it.
Yeah, sure I will.
Bye, detective.
Goodbye, Brandy.
This looks like an excellent place to rest our feet. What is it, my dear?
Past 40 years, I've watched my 5
suppose
children
that's
do
that
nothing
then.
but squabble
Should
and
we
fight.
listen to the holotape?
Yes, perhaps the
Anything
fault
made
is
for
mine.
you, I have no
Failing
interest
to
in
teach
exposing
them the
myself.
values of family. However, even now, as I lay sick and dying, I feel it is not too late for them and for me. Over the past decade, while seeking to prolong my life, I've discovered something far more valuable than wealth and fortune. Yet despite all its promises, I will not, cannot give this gift to my children, not as they are now. Audrey, you've always had a gift with words. This is your test. Make peace with your siblings. Help them make peace with each other. Watch over them through good times and bad.
Father was nothing.
For this is only the first step in a long and arduous journey. That if you make that journey together, I believe the 5 of you can strip immortality of its curse.
Well, this is a fun
Apart,
You
you
don't
will
say.
find it a fate
I
worse than
suspected the
death.
prize was worthless, but it's
Sir,
even worse
the
than
doctors are ready.
that. It's ironic.
Admit I guess it's time.
Heads up.
I don't understand why all mutants can't
Well, I
be
suppose it's not a total loss.
I don't lose
I'll
my
take
brain
that
cells
vial,
because
thank you
one
very
day
much.
Really, Margaret? It's a serum that grants you immortality. It might as well be a state-of-the-art television for all the good it'll be.
It may not be worth anything to us, but it's worth something to somebody, which makes it a valuable commodity all the same.
Ah, so you did more than disable those assaultrons. You reprogrammed them. There really was no need. If I wanted to kill you, Margaret, I assure you, my friend over here could.
You're all talk, you know that? It's funny. Arthur said you were street smart, that you were the one person who couldn't be swayed by sentiment. And in the end, you just gave me
And now
your
a
half
word
of the
from our
combination.
You'll find I've given you much, much more. That is,
Jangles,
if you ever
I
bother
can't
to
seem
look.
to find the sugar bombs.
Goodbye, sister.
What
Don't
do
spend
you
it all
mean
in
we're
one
all
century.
out? We packed over 40 boxes for this trip. How in Ursa Major am I going to stop the Zetacronian invasion on an empty stomach? Jangles, are you holding out on me?
Hey there.
Well, that
Oh,
ends that.
Jangles, you
I
stupid
appreciate the
primate.
restraint you showed.
Bananas are for
Margaret may
monkeys.
not have had a high
Sugar
opinion
bombs
of
are for
me,
kids.
but in time
and
she may
adults,
realize what she
and
really
possibly
gained from
your
all
pets.
this.
The point is, I'm hungry. Now give it here.
You did the right thing. She isn't worth dying for.
Yes, I knew that already. The question was whether the inheritance was of any value to her. Regardless, I'd say poor Margaret left the real prize behind. It's a lesson I learned in D.C. Immortality doesn't have to be dreadful, provided you spend it in good company. In fact, given your knack for pacifism, I think traveling with you will be quite the education. Hopefully, you feel the same.
Tonight we have a special guest, the self-proclaimed Ring-a-Ding King.
Glad to have you with me.
How you doing, Jimmy?
And I'm glad you
Jimmy or
agree.
James?
While this began as a bargain, I'd like to think this is more than a little quid pro quo.
Practice medicine.
I suppose time will tell.
But that's what I told my mother, so it's best if you play along. She doesn't know about the whole rock and roll.
They didn't even tell me you were funny.
I wasn't joking.
I see. Moving on to other topics. Isn't you your first album sold 1 million records?
That's what they tell me. I think they're trying to temper expectations, though, for the next album. My internal expectations have my sales in the neighborhood of 1 billion.
I don't know, Jimmy. There's only 500 million people in America.
You're not counting repeat purchases. I like the Maltese Mutant so much, I saw it 3 times in the theater. And my album was twice as good as that film.
But a film's different than a record, isn't it? I don't need to buy another copy to play it again, do I?
That's where you're mistaken. My records are very fragile. They're designed to break after one listen.
Well, that doesn't sound like very good business practice. I think it might even be illegal.
The law doesn't apply to celebrities, Frank. You would know that if your ratings were better.
Well, hopefully having you on will help with that. But that's all the time we have for today. Tune in next week when we interview the voice of Sugar Bombs himself, Boom Boom, the cereal-loving grenade. Only on the Atomic Hour.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Whether you're searching for a new piece of jewelry or an entire wardrobe, Fallon's department store is the place to go. With multiple locations throughout the greater Boston area, Fallon's is always there when you need it. Clean, close, convenient clothing. Be sure to visit our flagship store in West Roxbury, now carrying our entire line of merchandise.
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except synths.
And now, some...
No synths allowed here.
罗西米，我们告诉你的第一及细节。
Come on, Tim. We both know what game we're playing.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. 10 years, 400 miles, and somehow we both end up in the Commonwealth.
Nice to see you, too.
What's going on here?
Would you like to tell her, Zen? Or shall I?
All right, look. Obviously, I have some explaining to do. But not here. Follow me.
The hub of trade for all Diamond City right here.
Saying, darling, please, ma-
Need some custom hardware? We got a free workbench for all your modifications.
Just leave me alone.
Scopes, clip sizes, barrels.
Just so you know, I think getting involved with the railroad is a terrible idea. Synths just freak me out. Are they alive or not? I think it's just better to stay out of the whole debate.
Okay, we're good. The name's set. Endgaussing Regime.
So, what's the deal with you two anyway?
Zen was one of my contacts back in DC if I ever needed information.
Contact is putting it politely. More like harassment victim.
Zen, you wound me. Besides, your life would be so boring if I wasn't dropping in from time to time.
You say boring, I say peaceful.
That's a strange way to say hello.
You mean the Chinese thing? It's a strange way to say a lot of things to people around here. But I speak it about as well as super mutants speak English. Don't let the accent fool you. It's just an act. Took me a while to learn the language to this point, but that's a very long story.
We've got the time. Besides, I rather like hearing you tell it.
Yeah, all right. Back when I was a much younger man, I traveled all over the eastern coast. In many places I ended up, people gave me a wide berth because of my, well, complexion. But after a while, I noticed that the more they ignored me, the less they would realize what I was really up to, digging up dirt on the lot of them. So I decided to double down on the whole Chinaman thing. At first, it was total gibberish, ching chong ling long and whatnot. But one day, I came across an English to Mandarin dictionary and memorized the whole thing. Now I spew horribly broken Chinese at anyone I want to leave me alone.
People used to believe that kissing a donkey
So, who?
I'm a trader of sorts. And before you ask, no, I don't have anything to sell. I don't trade in material goods, not usually anyway. My products come in the form of information. If you need dirt dug up on someone, chances are I already have it, or can easily get it. I've even picked up a bit of info about you, Vault Dweller.
It's always creepy when you do that.
It's my job.
In the past, people might have gone to the dentist.
I don't have any more questions.
Good. But now that we've caught up and become such good friends again, I have a proposition for the both of you.
Really, Zen, you ought to buy a girl dinner before making a proposal. But fine, what did you have in mind?
Tell me, what do you know about a local scumbag named Murphy?
Precious little, I'm afraid. But I have a feeling you're about to tell us.
Perceptive as always, Audrey. Just south of here is a clinic that sells medical supplies. The problem is, no one who goes into this clinic actually stays well for long. In fact, they seem to get worse.
Strange.
Indeed. The supplies they sell are laced with chems, so anyone who uses them becomes sick and are compelled to return later for more treatment. They become addicted, if I wasn't making that perfectly clear.
Yes, darling, I got that.
Right. I know where they're manufacturing the lace stems, which means there's a cache of unlaced supplies somewhere in the facility. Problem is, the place is locked down tight, and it requires an access code to get in. I need you two to help me steal the unlaced supplies. Then I'm going to sell them for much less to those who desperately need them.
Oh, Zen. Since when did you become such a good Samaritan?
Normally I wouldn't care, but these assholes are bad for business. Hard to keep a reliable clientele when a lot of them are becoming babbling chem-addicted simpletons. And if I can make some caps on the side, well, all the better.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Wow, really? There's no way I was that convincing. Either you're incredibly easy to trick, or an unusually helpful person.
Hold on, Zen. Theft isn't really my purview, and this job seems rather, let's say, uncouth.
The only thing uncouth about this is preying on the desperate and sick with chem-laced medicine for profit. And if that doesn't convince you, let's say you owe me for everything I did for you back in DC.
Well, it's hard to argue with you on that last part. Very well. Count me in. What's step 2?
I'm glad you asked. I have a contact inside Murphy's group. Her name is Carmen.
Wait. Your contact is one of these unsavory types you've been talking about. How do you know we can trust her?
Trust me that I trust her. She may be a con woman, but even she knows when it's gone too far. And Murphy has certainly taken it too far. She currently runs the storefront of Murphy's clinic. If she sees me with you two, she'll know we're in business. We've been looking for allies for quite some time now. I'll meet you by the front door. Don't get eaten by a Yao Guai on the way.
He'll stay on the job until the job is done.
Diamond City. If you haven't guessed by now.
Whenever I'm out of town, my girlfriends always ask me, how do I stay so fit? My secret is actually really simple. Nuka-Cola soda. It has the same amount of calories as your average grapefruit without all the bitter aftertaste of actually eating one. In fact, the cold, refreshing taste of Nuka-Cola really quenches my thirst and keeps me from eating something else that really adds those pounds. It also peps me up and gives me so much energy I want to jog around the park. Not that I need to, because if I was any thinner, I'd be
I've tried
practically
everywhere
invisible.
else.
So if
They
you're
can't
like me
help.
and don't like going on a
The
lengthy
pain only
diet,
stops
head on
when I
over
buy
to your
from this
local grocery
clinic.
store and buy a bottle of Nuka-Cola today. Your waistline will thank you.
I need the stims. It hurts so bad. Give them to me. Now!
All right, last chance. Get the fuck out or I'll make the pain stop permanently.
No, please. Don't shoot. I'm sorry. I'll
Don't
go.
touch that
I'll go.
dial. You found
Leave.
the best radio station in
Never gets any easier.
Atomic Radio.
Hello, Carmen.
Good to see you, Zen. Looks like you finally found a couple of chumps to help us out.
Yeah, this is...
Audrey, chump extraordinaire. Zen and I know each other from D.C.
Wow, another capital wastelander. You two really get around.
You have no idea.
You a friend of Zen's too? What's in it for you?
I'm just here to help the cause.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. But as long as Zen trusts you, so do I. I'm sure he told you already, but Murphy and his crew are making people sick. I can't be a part of it anymore.
What changed your mind?
Well, I was fine with it at first. Truth is, the amount of caps we were making gave me blinders. But then one day this guy comes in the store with his kid. She couldn't have been older than 10. Took everything I had to turn them away. The next time I might not have a choice.
Who is this guy?
Murph and I go way back. We've run nearly every con you can imagine together. But no matter how many caps we made, it was never enough. Look, I know there's no room for bleeding hearts out here. But you can only cause so much misery before you become miserable yourself. But Murphy? His greed's made him cruel.
How exactly did this happen?
At first we had a pretty good thing going, just selling watered-down stims. They worked, but not well enough to justify the price. That's when Murph got the idea to lace the stims. You know the rest.
Then I'll convince him to move in.
So, what's next?
Well, Zen probably told you. But the plan is, steal the stims before Murphy can lace them with chems. When Murphy's suppliers find out he can't pay him, they'll put him out of business for good. The hard part is getting into his little castle. Might be a bit of a long shot, but I have a plan. This way.
It's a little too high up.
Well, we lose the view, but the rent's cheaper on the lower floors.
I was thinking lower.
You mean like in the lobby?
Lower.
The basement parking lot?
Lower.
All
I
right.
want to live in a vault.
This is a blueprint of the Harbor
I
Master
thought only
Hotel.
paranoid nutjobs
That's where
live in
Murph's
vaults,
moved all
not
his
normal
operations.
people like you and me.
Production,
Actually, that's
distribution,
not true.
all of
Katie
it.
over on Elm Street
Problem
was born in a
is,
vault.
we can't
I
get
always
in
knew
without a
there was
code.
something shifty about
Murphy
her.
hasn't already given you
And
access.
Greg over at
He's
the
edged
diner.
me out of nearly
Him too.
everything to do with
Never
this
liked
racket.
him.
Manning
You know,
this
he got
clinic and
angry
referring
because I
chem
left him
dealers
at
is about all I
10%
do
tip.
anymore.
Maybe if he gave me
Now
better
he's number
service, he
2
wouldn't have
is
to
this
complain
asshole
about the
named
size of his-
Hitch.
And me, Harold.
And that
I
asshole
was
is our
born in a
ticket
vault.
in.
How's that?
Some of Murph's lackeys got lips looser than a new Vegas whore.
Well, my father works for
And the
Vault
word
Tech.
on the strip is,
And he and some
raiders
of
hit
the
our
others
supply
in the
lines
neighborhood
hard,
got to
and
test
we're
some
running
of the
low
early
on
prototypes.
chems. Murphy
They
being
had to make
paranoid
sure
as
people
fuck
wouldn't
doesn't
go
help
insane
matters.
from living underground for
Won't do
so
business
long.
with anyone
Did
local
they?
lest they
Go
tip the
insane?
raiders off.
Not
Luckily,
all of them.
I know a very non-local
Honey,
supplier.
I don't know.
What?
A housewife has responsibilities.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I want to come home to a hot
Zen.
meal, not some
The
emergency
non-local
food
supplier
ration.
is gonna
If
be
you're
you.
talking about the MRE
You
pouches,
lost me.
they are a perfectly balanced dinner and they taste just fine.
Your Chinese thing?
Oh, I'm kidding, Harold.
I'm gonna arrange a
We use
meeting
the
with
same food
Hitch.
underground that you
And
do
you're gonna
here.
pose as a
I
foreign
promise.
supplier of
In fact,
exotic
why don't
Far
we visit
East
my mother
chems.
and I will
I'm
give you a
debating
tour.
whether or not to be offended
one
by
scary
this.
thing at a time,
Besides, I
sweetie,
told
if
you
you
the
don't mind.
Chinese thing is just an act. What if he sees through it?
It fooled me well enough, and I'm 10 times smarter than that knuckle-dragger Hitch.
You'd be playing a modern-day Robin Goodfellow. I like it.
Of course you do. You're not the one in the line of fire if something goes wrong.
He's right. Even legit deals aren't guaranteed to be smooth. Things might get dangerous.
What do I need to do?
Well, it's not believable to suggest a foreigner such as Zen got this far east on his own. So you and your ghoul friend will pose as his associates/bodyguards.
Darling, I'm sorry. For a moment there, I thought you said I'd be posing as a common guard.
That's right.
Oh, dear.
Never mind. I like this plan now.
Don't worry. Hitch isn't going to be paying attention to the help. Zen and his exotic Far East chems are what's going to fool him. You got those ingredients I asked for?
Yep, I have them with me. Here.
Great. Just brew them up at that chem station like normal. Doesn't have to be perfect. After all, half the trick is mental. As long as he thinks Zen's Chinese, he'll think the chems are too. From there, we get a meeting with Murph himself.
One more thing. We keep my name out of this. Nobody can know that Zen helped take down an extortion ring.
Smart. What'd you have in mind?
For the duration of this ordeal, call me Lao Su.
Excellent choice. After the philosopher, I take it.
What?
Never mind, darling. That was before your time.
All right. I'll get in contact with Hitch. If he takes the bait, he'll want to meet up in the usual spot. I'll mark it on your map. Go make the chems, then meet me there.
I have some threads that need tying before we do this. I'll meet you two there as well.
Just stick to the plan.
Builders are of high value in the post-war era. Back in my day, they mostly just tore things down.
Our sponsors.
In class, it's not so bad. But when school's out and the others leave to enjoy themselves, well, you know what they call it now, that's when you really feel it. The awkwardness of being left out. Now, by social skills, and developing the skills necessary to function in an increasingly communal society. But why do that when you can just purchase Roscoe's soul-making animatronic robots? Each machine is specially designed to stimulate real human contact, responding to commands varying from "Do you love me?" to "Does Rothko's warranty extend to damage caused by passionate lovemaking?" The answer to both is a resounding maybe. So try Rothko's animatronic robots and never feel lonely again.
Careful. This place is crawling.
Don't touch that dial. You found the best radio station in Boston. Atomic Radio.
About time you two
Picture a
showed up.
woman looking
Now we
at
just
a
have to wait
picture.
for this Hitch character.
The motion guide. The woman watching is Candace Booker. Once a brilliant star, her shine has faded in the light of a new day.
Well. Hello,
Formerly on Cloud
friends.
9,
Carmen, I
forecast for the
assume
next
this old
decade
codger
is
is the new
never-ending
supplier
way.
you were talking about, huh?
Struck down,
That's right, Hitch.
she finds
Meet Lao
herself
Tzu.
lying in the street, trying
Lao
desperately to
Tzu.
write down the license number of
Nice
the
name.
double-decker bus that ran her
Well, it
over.
really rolls off the
A
tongue,
bus
don't it?
called Fame.
你妈妈应该善意，
Would you like some
但
tea?
态度
It's
是
almost noon and you've been in this room all day.
What?
Tell me, Mr.
认
Perkins,
过
when
你
you
细
look at this
火，
picture,
无
what do
有
you
一
see?
笔税，我
I
看
don't know,
你
Miss
仔
Booker.
细。
I just walked in.
I
You see
don't
nothing.
know
Because it's empty.
what you're
Filmed today
saying.
are artless drivel
你看
design
起来
symbols.
造成那样，你把鼻涕灌入手术，转身在树上你一直分析里。
Rock and
Christ,
roll.
Carmen, you weren't
Whatever
kidding.
happens to
He
charm
doesn't
and
speak a
romance?
lick of English,
Whatever
does
happened to the
I told you,
1930s?
Hitch. foreign supplier?
It wasn't good times for most people, Miss Booker. There is a reason they call it the Depression.
What
What's
do you
their
think
deal?
I am now?
Who cares? They're
Happy?
the help.
Don't look like
No.
any help I've ever
I'm
seen.
more depressed than
Yeah,
I've
well,
ever been.
they're foreigners.
No, I
You've
don't
never
think
seen
that's
one
what
to
they
begin
mean
with.
by
That right?
depression,
Huh?
Miss Booker.
You understand me,
What do
sweetie?
they mean, Mr. Perkins?
Or are you as ching-chong as the
That's just
Chinaman
another
over
thing
here?
that's wrong with today's youth, always speaking in jive. They don't have the class of a Marcus Grant or an Arthur Stewart. Why isn't he in this picture?
Oh, the strong silent type, huh? I wonder if you'd stay that quiet when I'm ripping your eyeballs from their sockets.
Hitch.
Hey, Carmen, lighten up.
It's the
I'm
story
just
of
joking
two
around
washed-up
with my new
actors,
friends here.
one living,
Right?
one dead.
I am curious, though. How are we supposed to make a deal with Sergeant Dim Sum here? when no one understands what the fuck he's saying.
Same way I talked to him, Hitch. Same way he hired these goons. He shows you his, you show him yours. You don't need an interpreter for that.
Fine. Truth is, I don't care who you are, where you came from, or what languages you do or do not speak. All I care about is what you can offer our operation. Carmen tells me you have something exotic.
我希望地拜请你的爱子办喜，使你的睾丸脱牢。
Right on, Lau. One moment, please.
And hind legs that can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
Oh,
Well,
fuck yeah, man!
Giddy up, Buttercup
It's like a swarm of stingwings are having an orgy in my brain.
Featuring the same high-end
See, Hitch? What'd I tell you? These guys are good.
Your child will love
All right, I gotta go run this by Murph. Let's meet back here in 24 hours to discuss details. You bring your people, and I'll bring mine. All right?
你看起来像一个自然平常、看人的土版货代。
I still don't know what you're saying, but I assume that means yes. Carmen, I'll see you at home.
And now,
Huh?
some music.
That went well, didn't it?
I don't want to be too optimistic, but I think we just became successful chem suppliers.
Wonderful. Perhaps by next week we'll be full-on kingpins.
One can hope. Anyways, there's nothing more to do until tomorrow. We'll go our separate ways and meet back here. Try not to get killed in the meantime.
Nothing left to do now, but wait.
We'll go our separate ways and meet back here. Try not to get killed in the meantime.
The dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest way back.
Can't pick this.
Don't know why I left the homestead.
Nothing left to do now, but wait.
We'll go our separate ways and meet back here. Try not to get killed in the meantime.
The grass is the springiest, the bees are the stingiest, the birds are the wingiest, the bells are the ringiest, the heart's the singiest.
Don't have the key.
Way back home.
Heads up, this place smells revolting. But at least that means we haven't gotten used to it. Hi. Yes, my dear. And I'm not sure why the scientist would retreat to the glowing sea for sanctuary. Last time I checked, the Institute's machines were immune to radiation.
Nothing left to do now, but wait.
We'll go our separate ways and meet back here. Try not to get killed in the meantime.
Don't know why I left the homestead. I really must confess, I'm a weary exile, singing
won't believe it, but someone spotted something flying over Drumlin Diner.
In this weather? Gotta be a prank.
Well, we better check it out all the same.
Evening, troopers. How can I help you?
Just got a few questions if you don't mind. Is anyone suspicious coming to the diner in the past hour?
No, just the folks you see here. They all got off the bus from Topeka.
Is that so? You, in the hat. Are you the bus driver?
That's right.
How many passengers were on the bus when you stopped here?
6. You sure about that, Chief?
Oh yeah, I do a head count whenever we stop, just to make sure we don't leave anyone behind. And 6 people got off the bus.
Then how come there's 7 people in this diner?
7? That can't be. The road's been blocked off for hours.
Hey, now, calm down. I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it. Perhaps if you told us what all this was about, officer, it might help clear things up.
If you must know, we were called here because someone saw something flying overhead. An unidentified flying object. A UFO. Which means one of you is an alien. I'm afraid not, ma'am.
Oh my god.
I got it. There were only 6 numbers. There's 7 people here. Or should I say, 6 people and 1 Martian. Is it? Or is that what the Martians want you to think?
So, what are we gonna do, Sheriff? We can't just lock them all up.
Well, as far as I know, there's only one way to tell if someone's human or not. We'll ask them questions. Things only a human being would know. Like football. You, in the suit. Who plays middle linebacker for the Bears?
I don't know. I'm more of a tennis fan.
Tear off his flesh, deputy. I think you'll find his real face under it.
Wait, what? Why?
No self-respecting man would ever admit to liking tennis.
No, please. You're making a mistake.
Did you put the body in the truck? The boys in DC are gonna want to dissect that thing.
I did, but something's been bugging me the way this all went down.
Speak your mind, deputy.
Well, I was thinking. When you
Stay
counted
here.
7 people in the diner, did you count the bus driver?
Of course.
But if there's 6 passengers and 1 driver, doesn't that make 7? Maybe there wasn't a Martian in there.
Either way, I wouldn't worry about it. Intergalactic affairs are out of our jurisdiction.
But Sheriff...
No buts about it, deputy. It's the Pentagon's problem now. Now come on. It's been a long night. Let me treat you to some breakfast.
If I had any hairs, they'd be standing.
你既然像义理，义理告示我信任，换了我。
Ding chong, ding dong, galinga dong dong.
Now, a word from our sponsors.
Holy cow, Tropic Man,
I
is
almost
it really
like it
you?
better when I don't know
It's
what
me,
the
all
fuck
right.
to say.
Just out here,
Business is
protecting the
business.
city of
So
Boston.
to avoid
And what's
any
that you got in
further
your hand there?
confusion,
Some kind of secret
I
weapon?
took the
Why,
liberty of
yes,
finding
actually.
an interpreter.
It's my favorite
Oh,
antifreeze
shit.
in the world.
It was hard as
Supra
fuck to
Thaw
find it,
Premium.
let me tell you.
It's completely
I mean,
winterproof, so
you're
not even a
probably the only
cold
two
night like
Chinese
this
people
can
left
stop
on the
me
planet.
from doing my nightly
Let
patrol.
alone the common.
Is that what you're doing in the Red
And
Light
here
District?
you are.
Hunting for bad guys?
It's like you're an endangered species or
In
something.
fact, I think I see some very naughty
Maybe when this
boys
deal
over
is
there.
done, we'll put you
Supra
both in a
Thaw
zoo.
antifreeze.
Keep
Never
you safe
get left
until you
out
can
in the
make
cold.
more.
You didn't have to do that. We already settled on the
The
price.
best in talk,
Yeah?
sports, drama,
Well,
and
maybe
music.
I like to haggle a
Comic radio.
little. Ever think of that?
That's not how
On
they
a
do
planet
things.
forged in
And
fire
how
and
the
blood,
fuck do you
live
know
made
that,
and
huh?
bred for war.
Fact is, no
Only
one
one
knows
man
what the
stands
fuck this
between
guy
them
is
and
saying.
total
Besides,
annihilation.
I'm the one
Grognak,
who
the
decides if this deal
barbarian.
gets done.
Yet to save Earth,
But
he
have
must
you
slay
forgotten
a
who Murph put in
four-armed
charge?
goddess whose might is as
Shut up.
infinite as
The
space.
grown-ups are talking.
Enter Mola,
So,
War
now,
Maiden of Mars.
First things first.
My words, you
How do I know we can count on you?
Marla has
I've
come
had
to
plenty
your
of chem
cowardly
supplies in
planet
my
with a single
time.
demand. You will
Most
bring
of them
her your
were
greatest warrior, so she may remember.
unreliable.
他想知道
Grognak
如
accepts
何
your
可以
challenge.
相信我是可
You
靠
are
的
the。Earth's champion.
我很想放
Where are
水
the
过
skulls on your
往
belt?
大
Grognak
厦
does not
的
wear the
我。
skulls of his enemies.
那是什么？
Crushes
你中
them.
风了吗？
You may have
听
bested
你
the
你
warriors of
来我
Earth, but your
让
luck
义
has run
理
out. For
做
today you
我
face
要。
Marla,
那种
War
口音是
Maiden
什
of
么？
Mars.
你根本不知
Only
道我
thing
在说什么。
Grognak is out of is
你给
patience,
了我
which
们
means you,
很多
Red
并
Woman,
冒
are
是
out of
吗？
time.
他妈的骗子
Will Grognak
This guy is
slay the War
Chinese.
Maiden and
What
defend
the
the
fuck are you
Earth's
talking
honor?
about?
Or will
I
Mola
just heard
add
him
his
speaking the
skulls to her
language.
collection of
He
champions?
was spoken
Find
by
out
brain
in
damaged
this
4-year-olds.
Comics
There's no way
presentation
this guy's
of
actually from
Grognak
China.
versus
What the hell?
Mola. War Maiden of
One of
Mars.
you better start explaining. And fast.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Whoa, whoa. Easy there. Let's talk about this.
Everybody knows that people love
You've
the
done
taste of
enough
fancy
talking.
lads. They're a big delight
Kill
in
'em.
every bite.
Oh, no.
As for Compton, his love of lads knows no bounds. Fancy lads snack cakes, that is. After all,
What if there was a place with all
Millions of people, thousands of miles. One
Nuka
giant.
Express is accessible through the Nuka World
To
Transit.
the victor go the spoils.
Price is subject to change due to end of season.
Was that you, boss?
Nuka World, Nuka Express, and the Nuka-Cola characters are all registered trademarks of the Nuka-Cola Corporation.
What if there was a place with all the different Nuka-Cola? Quench your thirst for adventure and
Just
Hey.
stick to the plan.
Millions of people, thousands of miles. One gigantic fucking ocean. And we run into the one person in the Commonwealth who is actually from China.
I'm trying to think of a way that could have gone worse. And sadly, I'm coming up blank.
Is everyone all right?
Come and see the whole Nuka family while you still can.
Nothing a few stim packs can solve. Too bad this probably just cost us the mother load.
Now what?
Now? We hide and hope Murph's goons don't track us down. We don't have access to the hotel, and now that Hitch is dead, there's no way we're getting into it. Fuck! We were so close, too! I don't see any way of us getting...
Motherfucker!
Holy shit. He's still alive?
I'm not sure how many more surprises I can handle today.
Holy shit. He's still alive?
I'm not sure how many more surprises I can handle today.
You lying, treacherous bitch! You're working with them?
You're goddamn right I am. You and Murphy took things too far.
Why do you fucking care? It's just a bunch of scabs!
But you're putting lives at risk.
No one asked you. Who the fuck even are you?
Hold on! We still need him. Let's huddle up. Thing is, he's not gonna talk unless we make him. Question is, how you want to handle this?
Why not just torture him?
Why? Because it's barbaric, not to mention unnecessary. I've done this once before in DC, and I'm telling you, words work every bit as well as weapons.
I agree. There's gotta be another way.
You don't need to pity this lowlife, but fine. I'm not gonna torture him. Lucky for us, I don't have to.
You're dead, Common. You fucking lying bitch!
You're not doing yourself any favors, Hitch. Right now, I'm the only friend you've got. And I'm telling you, as your only friend, that wound looks bad. Real bad. You've got maybe a half hour, tops, before you bleed out.
What is it you want?
The access code for the hotel. You give me that and I give you a stim. Just enough to help you get back to Diamond City.
Go fuck yourself. You know what Murphy will do to me if he finds out.
That's a big if, Hitch. Who knows if Murphy will even make it out of this alive? But you clam up and you die right here.
You know what? You know? You're kinda cute when you're bossy. How about you flash me your tits instead?
Suit yourself. Sen, empty out the stims.
No, wait.
You want the stim pack, Hitch? Then give us the fucking access code. Now.
God damn it. If Murphy finds out I helped this bitch...
She's the only reason you're still alive.
She's also the one who shot me, genius. But fine. Even I can see I don't have another play. The code is 2652. Just give me the goddamn stim.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Here you go, Hitch. One stim pack, as promised. What's the matter, Hitch? Aren't you gonna use it?
Fuck you. Where did you get this?
I don't know. Might have gotten it from Diamond City. Might have grabbed it from the clinic. Who can tell these days, right?
You fucking bitch! Come back here. Come back here, you fucking cunt!
All right, we got the code. Let's meet back at the clinic and figure out what to do next.
I'll meet you back at the clinic. We can discuss things there.
Don't have the key.
All right, we got the code. Let's meet back at the clinic and figure out what to do next.
Hey there.
All right, we got the code. Let's meet back at the clinic and figure out what to do next.
make them like that anymore.
Alright, everyone's here and we got the access code. Still, there's another minor problem. There's no way Murphy won't suspect something's up. How do we grab the supplies now?
Have any ideas?
Look, we've exhausted the silent approach and Zen's right. Murphy's gonna know something's up. I hate to say it, but we're gonna need to charge in by force.
I'm sorry. My hearing isn't what it used to be. Did you just say we're going to take a heavily fortified facility by force?
I don't like it any more than you do, Zen. But at this point, it's kill or be killed. There's no way Murphy's gonna just let us go. And when he finds us, he'll capture us, torture us, and kill us. And if we're lucky, he won't do the same to our friends.
Joke's on you. I don't have any friends.
You're right. If they're well fortified, attacking them would be risky.
See? The Vault Girl's on my side.
Quit your whining, Zen. This is our only play.
If I might interject here, there may be a middle ground. A fight may be unavoidable, but it makes no sense to charge in blind.
So what do you propose?
You spin a story. Tell Murphy the deal went bad, and only you managed to escape.
He won't believe it.
He won't have to. The goal is for you to buy us time. Is there another way to the rooftop? Some way to flank him?
There is. See the door next to the lobby on the map? That goes to a maintenance area. In the back is a stairwell that leads to the roof. Murphy himself doesn't pay it any mind. You've got to be insane to make that climb. But if you do get to the top, you'll have a clean look of the pool. And a clean shot of Murphy.
Sounds simple enough. Provided our protagonist agrees.
All right. Fine, I'm in.
My hero.
Don't flatter yourself. It's only because I don't trust the rest of you to not take the supplies for yourselves.
I guess it's settled then. Let's meet out in front of the harbor master. Either way, don't be too long. The longer we wait, the worse this gets.
An old fake Chinese man, a con woman, a high society ghoul, and a vault dweller, taking on a small army. What could go wrong?
Get some
Yes.
I know I saw something. Guess it was nothing. Who's there? I'm freaking seeing things.
What?
Okay, here we are. Murph and his goons are inside. If we're lucky, they haven't heard about Hitch yet. I've already punched in the access code, so everything's open. The door to the maintenance room is behind me. I'll take the elevator up and keep him distracted. Once you get topside, look for a shot and take it. Hesitate and we're fucked.
I don't like the idea of you being up there all by yourself.
Little late for that, don't you think? But yeah, we could say fuck it and all take the elevator. But if we do, you can bet Murphy's goons are gonna shoot on sight.
I prefer to use finesse, my dear. As much as I hate the idea of leaving you exposed, it's the best way for us all to come out of this alive.
The hell?
If you stay here, you should be safe. Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
No, I'm coming with you. It's the least I can do, given what I've done. Anyways, it's your choice. Pick a door and we'll follow your lead.
Hey.
I see how it is. I know looting seems callous, but that's life on the road.
Carmen, what the hell are you doing here? Where's Hitch?
Hitch is dead.
Fuck. Start talking.
Look at me! Staying on with us was their last mistake.
Slow. Wait, Hitch is Chinaman?
Yeah, he didn't make it either. I think it might have been...
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Motherfucker! Wait, I never gave you the access to this place. Who the fuck?
He wanted my blood when he did, but he wanted me to get back here.
No. I don't like this. You're a foreigner. And just as we meet a part of us is taken out. What are you saying? I don't know.
Shut up! Even if what you're saying is... You could have led them right back to us. Guess it was nothing. What the? Lights out!
Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth unit in the AO.
That's how that's done. You sure you want to do this? make short work of you. Another one in the ground. Gotta do what it takes to survive.
Hey, drink this. Well, that was fun.
Way too old for this.
Guess tangling with us was the last mistake.
Gotta be honest. Saw my life flash before my eyes a couple times there. Whew. But we're alive. Somehow.